All right, good morning. We are here about 10 minutes from time to get started with the market. The market opens up here in about 10 minutes, and we are looking at it. I've got the NQ pulled up right now. I'm going to zoom into the NQ here in just a little bit. This is on the 15-minute chart, but if we go into the 1-minute chart, you'll notice I've got a couple of things right here. News came out right in here, and it looked really, really good. This is an ends trade from, ICT's ends strategy, something that I, promote within my small community. And every now and then trade. I did not trade this ends trade, but the news came out as the dust started to settle. We had displacement below this first candle. In two different displacements, two different fair value gaps. Price works its way back up in here. So here's two different setups that would have gotten you 20 points on the NQ with a 10-point stop that would have never gotten touched. Here would have been probably the best entry. Very little drawdown, and you're out earlier. So two really nice trades could have been had this morning on NQ before the market even opens. So we're going to go ahead and take those off. And I'll show you one on the ES as well. Had this marked out. Maybe. There it is. Ends trade. Same thing. News candle kind of displaces down, gives us that fair value gap at the structure break, and then you could have entered, 50% of that. You could have entered at the bottom of that. You could have entered at the top of that, whichever suits you. Could have given it a 2-point stop, which would have covered this fair value gap above it, would have been above the 21 EMA, and you would have easily gotten that 5 points right there, and that would have been good. Depending on your contracts, it would have been a very good morning for you. So I think it's going to be a good day. We do have more news coming out at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock news will be pending home sales. So we do have some numbers that are still coming out, but I don't know how much that's going to affect the market. That it's already, our GDP was really good, so the dollar strengthened up. Therefore, the markets started to fall. I will mainly be trading the NQ on this, ES as well, but mainly the NQ. Let's make sure that YouTube is picking me up. All right, so the notification did pop out. Let's see what we look like. Testing. Notification did pop out. All right, cool. Yeah, sound is good. Everything seems fine. Cool. So we're getting here another 7 minutes before market. I trade with Apex Futures. Now I do have like Forex accounts and everything. I've traded with a bunch of futures props, including, but not limited to, I guess, Lilu. I did trade with Top Step a couple years ago. Nothing against any of the prop firms, to be honest. I've never had an issue with any of them. I've never had problems with getting paid. So my Forex funds is one of my favorite Forex funded accounts. I have a small account with my Forex funds that I trade with, and I have no issues. Have never had any issues with payouts. So right now, my funded FX is really good if you're looking for a prop firm in the Forex world. And then I'm also looking into, what's the other one? Oh, Funded Engineer. It's another one where you can trade Forex and indices and stuff. So if you're not familiar with indices, here's the US 30, the NAS 100, and the SPX 500. This is basically your futures, except just, a little bit different numbers and everything. But I normally have it on my Forex. A little bit about me, if it's the first time you've joined me. I have I have been trading for about 7 years. I started out obviously where everybody probably starts out, in the penny stocks, trying to catch those runners at market open. Absolutely fell on my butt and got hammered. And then I immediately went to Forex. I found Forex to be a little bit better with the hours that I work. And I learned how to read market structure and price action, support resistance, supply and demand, however you want to talk or use those words, those phrases. I really got into trading with trend lines, and just I really love to read the markets. I watch candlesticks. I could watch this stuff all day. So then from there, I got back into day trading, more on the blue chip stocks, higher end stocks, and then came to futures from there. This was a slow transition into futures. I wasn't sold on futures right away. I enjoyed futures, but I wasn't sold right away. I loved the quickness of how you could be in and out. And so I think it really was conducive to my trading. And so I eventually just made my way over to futures. Since then, I found ICT, which just really opened my eyes up to more of structurally seeing the market and price action. As you can see, I don't trade not using indicators. Now, I had traded pretty good while with naked charts, but I use the Monday range, which is this blue line here. And let me get the blue lines. This blue line here and this blue line here. This Monday range, let's go to the 1 hour chart, you'll be able to see it better, is established obviously from Sunday at market opens to Monday night, and that's what establishes this range. So this was the Monday high and this was the Monday low, and as you can see, we do tend to trade around this range quite a bit. Now let me quiet some of this down so you can see that a little bit better. The other thing that I like to trade with is the daily, monthly, weekly, and yearly lines, and that's this yellow line right here with the W. That's the weekly, so this is where the week opened up at. And then the green D right here is the daily. That's each day. This will print a new green line. And then you have the yearly and the monthly, situated somewhere out here, but sometimes the markets will respect those lines if they come into play. So the Monday range and the daily, monthly, weekly are always on my charts. I always look at those. There's like great pivot points for me, and I will always trade around them. Then I also have the 21 EMA. That's this red line. I use the 21 EMA. I've always liked the 21 EMA. I used to use the 8 EMA along with the 21 EMA and play like a cross with a trend line break kind of a strategy, which was pretty decent. It works pretty well in Forex, especially on some of the higher time frames. And then just recently I started going with the VWAP. And the VWAP is that thicker blue line. So I do like the VWAP on my chart. So as you can see, the markets are really kind of falling. We're getting close to market open, another 2 minutes. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and put it in the chat, and I will get to it for sure. I don't know. It didn't look like. Looks like everything's running kind of slow. I feel like I'm really behind. Wait a minute. Is that different? Yeah, I feel like. Let me see. Let me check and see how far behind I am. Right here at market open. We got a minute and a half before market opens. Check one. Wow, that is way behind. On my chart, it is showing 8:29 right now. We're about 15 seconds behind. I take it back. We're about 10 seconds behind, 10 or 12. 10 or 12 seconds behind. That's still a pretty good latent wise.